Barcelona, top dogs in both Spanish and world football, but for the fans, 2018-19 was a rather underwhelming season as far as the club was concerned. They won the league over rivals Real, but Liverpool pulling off a miraculous comeback to knock them out in the semis of the UCL brought disbelief amongst the fans, and then losing the Spanish Cup to Valencia ended what seemed a disappointing season, considering it wasn't a classic treble-winning season the football world is so used to seeing. But today, we take over as manager in hope of restoring Barcelona back to European champions. So, you guys must be wondering, Owen, what are the rules of a rebuild challenge? Well, first off, the main objective is to take a team to Champions League glory. And through that, all games will be simulated, bar the Champions League final, which will be played, of course. Transfers, they could be as realistic or unrealistic as I want them to be. And the final rule is that there will be a big focus on the transfer window. So rules aside, guys, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this rebuild. So looking at the squad, there's obviously a lot of incredible talent, such as the captain himself, Lionel Messi. But other than that, we've also got Suarez and Griezmann, who are also bolstering the attack force. So our attack is really strong. We have obviously got the Busquets, who is mainly the breakup artist of the team, but he is getting to a bit of an older age, so I could look to potentially sell him on. And the goalkeeper, Ter Stegen, absolutely incredible keeper, so we'll not be needing a new one. Main improvements to the squad I am thinking, though, is probably a new right back. Because, I mean, Sergio Roberto is okay, but he's not really at the standard that Barcelona are looking for. So yeah, I guess I'll bring you guys back if I do end up making some business. Big signing here, guys. We have brought in Raheem Sterling to Barcelona. He's the Englishman. He's been playing really well for Pep recently, and we have now signed one of Pep's current players to join one of his previous clubs. He's joining us here for a fee of 100 million euros, alongside them gaining Ivan Rakitic. So hopefully Rakitic can serve them as well as he did do for Barcelona, and hopefully Raheem Sterling can replicate his really good form in the Premier League here over in La Liga. So we have a double swoop from Chelsea here, as well as double player plus cash deals. We have managed to pick up N'Golo Kante for 54 million with the departure of Arthur going to Chelsea, and we have also managed to sign Azpilicueta for 22 million while switching out Sergio Roberto. It is kind of a shame to switch out Sergio Roberto, seeing as though he scored the winning goal in the amazing comeback against PSG in the dying seconds, but the Barcelona hero is now going to be switched out for a more veteran player who is going to bring lots of capabilities down the right flank and strengthening the squad for the next season or two. But yeah, guys, I'll bring it back if there is any more deals that happen. Departure here is Arda Turan. He is leaving Barcelona. He is going to join Besiktas for 4.7 million. The Turk is leaving us. He had quite a few difficulties in his career, and he just isn't up to par with what we need in our squad right now. So 32-year-old, he's gone to Besiktas, and hopefully he'll be able to become a good player like he was in the past. Barcelona have a lack of squad depth in the striker position, which is why we have picked up Dries Mertens to be our brand new backup striker. The 32-year-old was very well thought of at Napoli, but we've brought him over here to Barcelona for him to enjoy an adventure here in Spain. So here we are on deadline day, and we have spent a lot of money. We have spent 218 million bringing in 4 signings, and we've only made 4 million. When you look at that, it looks insane. Turan, Rakitic, Artur and Roberto all have only 4.7 mil. It's kind of incredible. It is a good job of playing FIFA though, because if not, I'm pretty sure FIFA would be having a word with us about how much money we've spent. So yeah, guys, so looking at the squad, it's very strong, very, very strong. Honestly, I can't see us not dominating But yeah, guys, I'll bring you back when we have a look at our Champions League group. So guys, we are in one of the tougher groups in the Champions League with both Inter and Dortmund trying to battle it out for a place in the round of 16. I feel bad for Slavia Prague. They've been drawn into a game with some of the absolute powerhouses in football. But yeah, guys, I'll bring you back when we get all our results back. We have absolutely demolished Group F, finishing top with only one draw and 5 wins to our name. Dortmund is the other team who will be going through with us, but Inter Milan see themselves dropping into the Europa League and Slavia Prague finishing as expected. But yeah, guys, I'll bring you guys back on the 1st of January. So at the halfway mark, we are absolutely smashing it in La Liga. We are top of the league, winning every single game. We are 3 points ahead of our rivals Real Madrid, meaning we must have won the El Clasico in the first half of the season. But other than that, there isn't really much else to say, so I guess I'll bring you guys back if any deals are made. So looking through the squad from the first half of the season, it was quite easy to tell that we were lacking some creativity in the reserves. So I've decided that it is about time we recalled Felipe Coutinho from his loan spell at Bayern. The Brazilian joined for a record fee of £142 million in January of 2018, and since then has had a hard time trying to reclaim his top form that he was with Liverpool, and that was unjustified when he was sent out on loan to Bayern Munich. But I think it's about time we gave him a chance at Barcelona to become the world-class talent he once was. So guys, it wasn't a transfer I was wanting to make, but Samuel Umtiti has departed the club for 91.4 million. Bayern Munich did pay the release clause for the Frenchman, and now we are going to need to look for a brand new centre-back replacement. But with the fever we claimed for him, I reckon we are going to be able to pull off an absolute world-beating signing to bolster our defence in our push for the Champions League the rest of the season. And here we have our brand new replacement for Umtiti, guys. We have brought in Kalidou Koulibaly. The Senegalese mountain joins us here for a fee of €100 million. Spending ridiculous prices on players is starting to become commonplace over here at Barcelona, and we could have easily afforded Koulibaly without the departure of Umtiti, but that departure did give us the opportunity to pick up another world-beating centre-back. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back on deadline day. So not a big transfer here, but just letting you guys know that Ronaldo Araujo has gone out on a 1-year loan to Bologna. The young Uruguayan was desperate for playtime, so he has gone out on loan in hoping of achieving some first team football. But other than that, guys, I'll bring you back on deadline day. So I completely forgot to show you guys who we were versing in the round of 16 in the Champions League, and we are going up against Spurs, last year's finalist alongside Liverpool, but hopefully we'll be able to knock Spurs out this time and hopefully advance through to the next rounds. So on the last hour of deadline day, we haven't done much business, but we did a bit of wheeling and dealing. Obviously, Umtiti out for 91 mil, Koulibaly in for 100 mil, and it's weren't very active, but it was needed. It doesn't show, but we also re-brought back in Coutinho. This is what our starting 11 is looking like. Obviously, I didn't expect Azpilicueta to go down in rating quite so quickly as he has, as well as Busquets and Suarez have both gone down. But the squad still is ridiculous, so I reckon we have a strong chance of advancing through the Champions League. But yeah, guys, I'll bring you back in the first leg of the Champions League. So we're here, the first leg against Spurs. We have got the away leg first, which is us, which is very nice. Unfortunately, Suarez is out with an injury, so Mertens is getting the nod up front. Hopefully we can win this round. So let's just see how we do. A 3-0 win away from home. That is incredible. That's all away from home. That's almost certainly secured our win. But you never know. We were 3-0 up in the first leg last season and somehow didn't win. But I'll bring you guys back on the second. So heading into the second leg against Spurs, we've smashed them in the away leg, so now we've got the home leg. Unfortunately, through the time of simulating between games, Busquets did pick up an injury, so De Jong is in midfield today. Let's see how we do. A 1-0 loss. Koulibaly does pick up an injury. However, we are still going through, so it doesn't really bother me. Koulibaly's out for 8 weeks, which is not ideal, but we have got Lenglet to fill his place, so we shouldn't be that weak in defence. I'll bring you guys back in the next game. This is very interesting. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that it's an El Clasico quarter-finals in the Champions League. We should be able. I really hope we are able to get through Real Madrid, because although they are probably the second strongest team we'll have to verse beside Manchester City. But other than that, guys, there isn't really much else I want to bring you up on, so I'll bring you back in the first leg. So in the first leg, we have got the away leg first, which, as I mentioned earlier, I do like quite a bit. We are still missing out on Koulibaly, but Suarez and Busquets are both back in the team, meaning we have got one of our strongest sides out. If we had Koulibaly, it would be even stronger, and we get a 2-0 win away from home, which is very pleasing to the eye. Suarez did get booked, so I don't know if he will be able to play, but I'm pretty sure he will be, but I'll bring you back in the second leg. So second leg here against Real Madrid, let's just get straight into the game. No new injuries, still missing Koulibaly, but 4-1 win. Jeez, we just smashed them in the second leg and the first leg. 7-1 aggregate, I think it was, wasn't it? Well, that's a good result, guys. So I'll bring you back when we find our next opponents. Another Spanish affair here sees us hosting Atletico Madrid in the Champions League semis. This is where Barcelona did get knocked out last time, but hopefully we can redeem ourselves. There is no Liverpool to knock us out this time, so that's always good to know. I reckon we should be fine, but I'm not really too sure, so I'll bring you back on the day of the game. So here we are, guys. We are at the first game here at home against Atleti. We are still missing Koulibaly, which is not ideal, but let's just see how we do in this first leg. 2-2 draw. It sucks that Atleti did get 2 away goals. Griezmann missed a penalty. PK's got booked. I think that means he is suspended. If I am correct, then that's going to suck. So I guess I'll bring you back on the second leg. I was right, guys. Gerard Piqué is suspended for the next match, so we really need Koulibaly to be fit. So here we are in the second leg against Atletico Madrid, and it sees us going in at even peggings, but I reckon we should be fine. Unfortunately, Koulibaly is not fully fit yet, but we did need to play him due to us not having another strong centre-back. We pick up a 1-0 win, which is always good, but Aspi and Busquets both get suspended, so hopefully they aren't. Well, both get booked. Let's just hope they're not suspended in the final. So our finals in the final are going to be the Italian giants, Juventus, Piemonte Calcio. So it is going to be a reunion between Messi and Ronaldo, battling it out like good old times. The GOAT versus the GOAT. We're going to see quite a clash. Hopefully we do come out on top though, so I'll bring you guys back at the end of the season. So guys, no surprise here, but we have won the league, which is great. So that's step 1 of the treble complete. We won the Super Coppa, which isn't part of the treble, but it's part of the domestic treble, so we're counting it as a big trophy. So that's 2. We won the Copa de España. So that's step 2 of the actual treble complete, and that's the entire domestic treble completed. So that just leaves us with the Champions League final against Juventus. So the team going into the final is going to be absolutely incredible. Like, just the players we've actually got just blows my mind. I'm actually lost for words with how good the squad is. All that matters is we do win, so we've got a really strong chance, I think. Look how many high rated players we have. But I reckon we'll be fine. So there isn't much to think about. I'll bring you back. So here we are on the final. We are against Juventus. It's gonna be quite a good game, I reckon. And I'm just hoping that we do come out on top, because with the strong squad that we have, having to play another season with aging players like Suarez and Alba and Busquets, who are going to be going down in rating even more. Even Messi, he's dropped down to a 93, but he's still probably the best player on the game. So yeah, guys, I'll bring you back in the game. And here we are at kickoff, guys. Got a very long game ahead of us. Hopefully we will come out on top though. Here he is, Ronaldo. Arguably the second best player in the world behind Lionel Messi in my opinion. Just thought I'd get that there to cause some debates in the comments. Well, here we have Jordi Alba, who's running down the wing. Plays it to Griezmann. Lays it off. Sergio Busquets tackled by Chiellini. Pjanic plays it outright to Ramsey. Ramsey plays it through up to Dybala. No, that's Memphis Depay. So Danilo to Ramsey. Back to Danilo. Griezmann's on defense for some reason. Headed away by PK. There's Messi. Or tackled by Rabiot. Intercepted by Busquets. Can he get to it? Yes, he can. Griezmann to Messi to Suarez. Back through to Messi. Intercepted by Chiellini. Alexandro here now. Plays it out to Ronaldo. This isn't looking good. Defended by PK. From Sterling, plays it out Aspilicueta, plays infield to Kante, who plays it through to Griezmann, 1-on-1, dinks it across Suarez, back post, scores, 1-0, kind of undeserved. We were being on the receiving end for quite a bit of that first half, but we've taken the lead now. That's all that matters. Good cross from Griezmann. Questionable volley from Suarez. Wouldn't really expect that from one of the most clinical finishers in the world, but a goal's a goal after all, isn't it? But here he is, Luis Suarez. So the game restarts with Memphis Depay. Tackled from Kante. Memphis. Chiellini. Back out wide. Here to Danilo. He's onside. I thought he was off. Play from Dybala. Pjanic. Safe from ter Stegen. Plays out wide. Griezmann. To Alba. Back to Griezmann. Tackle from Koulibaly. Juventus putting on quite a lot of pressure on us at the minute, but we're still holding out. Tackle from Griezmann. Oh, Kante's managed to win it back. Koulibaly plays it. It's Messi. Sergio Busquets plays it out wide, and Sterling. Can he break past Alexandro? I'm not too sure. No, one back. Oh, still one back by Sterling. Plays it to the edge and intercepted by Pjanic, and it's a Barcelona throw. Where we're going to play it. Messi plays it to Kante. Plays it through the middle, lays it off, and it's Messi. Scores! Here he is, the Messiah himself. Captain Barcelona, the one club man, helping them potentially lift a new Champions League title here. Brilliant play, questionable finish, but they all count the same. And that's it, 2-0 to us. Kickoff restarts here. It's 2-0 to us now. Back here, Messi plays over the top, it's Sterling. It's Messi, tackled by De Ligt, won back by Kante. Griezmann plays it, it's Jordi Alba. And we're going into half time now, 2-0 up. So kicking off here, the second half, Suarez playing it to Messi, who plays it back out by Taspi. Intercepted here by Dybala, poor pass in my opinion. Intercepted by Kante. Griezmann. Suarez over the top here to Sterling. What can he do, the young Englishman? Suarez is it, intercepted by Sandro. Cleared up by Chiellini. Come on Koulibaly. Koulibaly wins it. Kante playing it out wide to Sterling. Plays it to Suarez. Plays it out wide here to Griezmann. Crosses it to Messi. Why was it crossing it to Messi? I don't really think he'll be winning many headers. Busquets plays it. Poor touch from Messi there, not what you'd expect. Playing back to goalkeeper. Reshape. And Griezmann just can't reach it. A change here for Juventus sees Aaron Ramsey leave the field for Blaise Matuidi. And we have got a substitution coming on. We have a double change coming on here. We have Coutinho coming on for Raheem Sterling, whilst De Jong's coming on for Busquets. We also have a formation change. But I thought I'd let you know we are playing a 4-2-2-2 now, with Messi and Coutinho as our wide cams. But here we go, we're getting back into this game now. Koulibaly playing it now. Messi, Griezmann, dinks it over the top. Can Coutinho get to it? No, he can't. Rabiot intercepts. Intercepted here, played out wide, but Stegen has this. Messi cuts inside, plays it to Suarez. Plays it over to Griezmann. Can he beat Chiellini? He can. Griezmann against Szczesny. Score! Oh, no, he hasn't. He's at the post. Azpilicueta dinks it in. Messi heads it back. Here it is, De Jong. Poor pass that straight into Matuidi. Azpilicueta still putting under pressure. Wins it high upfield. Kante into Griezmann, plays it to Coutinho, the Brazilian. Tries to bend one, great save from Szczesny. See a substitution here, Bernardeschi is coming on for Rabiot. Corner here, crossed in by Messi. Koulibaly heads it against the ground, but nothing really comes from it. I'm going to make a substitution here, sorry guys. We're going to bring on Mertens for Luis Suarez. Oh. Alexandro does take it past. PK on the cover though, manages to win it back. Big kick upfield by Ter Stegen, Mertens is there. But poor header leaves it back to Alexandro. The Napoli duo against former rivals Juventus, but Dybala's through here and scores! This game isn't over just yet, as we see quite a big turn, as Juventus have still got a slight chance with the goal from Dybala. It was quite poor defending, like he just got through, leaving an open gap, which I wouldn't really expect from the defence at this high level. But here we go, we're kicking off again now with a little bit of worry. Could just pass it around the back, but that does seem a bit boring. But here we have Coutinho. Other play here, sees it all picked out by Ter Stegen. Big kick here, can Messi get to it? It's not. And here it is, guys. Final whistle goes. Barcelona back to champions of Europe, as well as winning the treble that the former club managers have so greatly done. But anyway, guys, this has been quite a short rebuild, but it's one I've enjoyed doing because of the absolute quality we've had in the squad. The players rejoicing over the victory, so I guess I'll leave you all to enjoy the rest of the celebrations.